All right, to international news now. Russian leader Vladimir Putin has ordered his government to submit proposals on the possible resumption of nuclear weapons testing. This follows, of course, President Trump ordering the Pentagon to resume nuclear weapons tests for the United States. Amid the nuclear saber rattling between Moscow and Washington, CBS News senior foreign correspondent Ramy Inocencio has been speaking to top Japanese nuclear weapons experts.
Captured in silence for history, the U.S. in 1945 conducted the world's first test of the atom bomb. If President Trump restarts nuclear testing, says Narushige Mishita.
Good news is that the U.S. Is serious in bolstering its nuclear deterrence. But at the same time, we have been working very hard to create a world without nuclear weapons.
Late Wednesday night, President Trump doubled down on his intent.
I've instructed the Department of War to start testing our nuclear weapons on an equal basis.
After Vladimir Putin said he could restart testing too. With Russia's invasion of Ukraine entering its fourth winter, Mishta says if Putin ever did deploy a nuclear weapon, it would likely be over the Black Sea, Ukraine's trade lifeline to the world.
In order to coerce Ukraine into surrender.
With China, his top concern is an invasion of the democratic island of Taiwan and a war that sucks in Japan. President Xi Jinping, he says, might detonate one nuclear bomb in the air near Okinawa,
where there are major U.S. Air Force and Marine Corps bases, to scare Japan.
Russia, the U.S., and China possess the world's biggest nuclear arsenals, but Mishta says the U.S. is at a disadvantage.
And in a way, the U.S. is now trying to catch up with China and Russia.
Catch up in what way?
Tactical nuclear weapons.
Not city killers, strategic nukes with their rolling mushroom clouds, but lower yield weapons, like the U.S. B-61 bomb, meant for targeted strikes on militaries. The Federation of American Scientists estimates that the U.S. has about 200, and Moscow may have close to 2,000. And while Russia has not publicly tested its weapons, it is testing platforms for delivery. Last week with a nuclear-powered torpedo and a new type of cruise missile. Wednesday, the U.S. responded, launching a nuclear-capable intercontinental ballistic missile that can reach almost anywhere on Earth.
Now, the U.S. Energy Secretary has played down those tests, saying they would not be explosions. Mishta told me many tests can actually be done in labs. He also told me that he would tell Trump that the world must never use nuclear weapons again, and said that the world should actually, in his words, pray. And Vlad, a reminder, this year marks 80 years since the U.S. dropped those atom bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah, a horrific day for sure. 2 days, in fact, Ramy, as you know. Thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate it.